Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Cooking at Carroll Lutheran Village. I'm Chef Kevin, and today we're going to be making a sun-dried tomato and pesto gnocchi. Now, what is gnocchi? Gnocchi is a potato pasta. I think we've actually had this on the menu recently, but they're little potato dumplings that are made to shape like pasta, basically. So they can be served with any type of sauce, red sauce, cream sauce, or today we're going to do a pesto sauce. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our ingredients right here. We have some pesto that I made ahead of time, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of butter, some sun-dried tomatoes, and I have two kinds of Parmesan cheese. I have a grated Parmesan and I have a shredded Parmesan. So we're going to start with a little bit of olive oil in our pan, which I have getting hot right here. Okay. Once that heats up, I'm going to add the garlic. Looks good. Just a little bit of garlic there. I'm going to let that garlic cook a little bit, get some of the flavor out. Turn the heat up a little bit. Should probably take about 30 seconds or so. And while that's heating up, I'm going to go ahead and put my gnocchi in my pasta water that I have here, so that way it's ready to go. I'm going to put about a cup and a half of gnocchi here in the water. A little bit more. There we go. We're also going to use some heavy cream to make the cream sauce. All right, that garlic's starting to sizzle a little bit. That means that flavor's coming out into the oil. We're going to add about a tablespoon and a half of sun-dried tomatoes. We'll let that cook a little bit. Turn down the heat just a little bit so our garlic doesn't burn. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to add about a cup of heavy cream. I'm going to eyeball this out, but if you want to measure it out to a cup, you could do that too. All right, and then we're going to add our pesto. It's going to be about a tablespoon. Stir that in. Maybe a tiny bit more just for the color. There we go. I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter. I'm going to let that butter melt, and then we're going to use the butter and the Parmesan cheese, and then we're going to allow the cream to reduce a little bit, and that's going to thicken our sauce. It should take about a minute, maybe 2 minutes to reduce on a medium heat. If you go too high, you might burn the cream. All right, so now our sauce is starting to reduce down. We're going to add the grated Parmesan cheese to the sauce. That's not only going to give it some cheesy flavor, but it's going to help tighten up the sauce. So once that's in there, we'll mix that up. There we go. As you can see, the sauce is boiling and reducing down. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. I poured our gnocchi up out of the water. It's nice and cooked. We're going to add that to our pan. And then we're just going to toss it up a little bit. There we go. That looks really nice. And now we're ready to plate. Let's go ahead and pour this into the bowl. That should be good. And then we're just going to top it with a little bit of the grated Parmesan. And that's it. That's the sun-dried tomato pesto gnocchi, and you can get that in the cafe and bistro next week on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Thanks for watching. See you next time.